Hi everyone, welcome back to Guide to Fluency. Today we're covering one of the biggest names in language learning, Rosetta Stone for Italian. You probably already heard of this program thanks to one of their many marketing campaigns. Their first version was released over 30 years ago, and they've been used by the US Army, James Madison University, and millions of individuals for reasons including travel, business, education, and more. Their reputation, learning framework, and affordable monthly subscriptions make them one of the best language learning apps available. By the end of this video, you'll know whether Rosetta Stone's dynamic immersion approach is right for you. Also, if you want a more in-depth review, we do have a written article with more detail on our website. If you want to check that out, just Google Guide to Fluency Rosetta Stone Italian Review, or click the link below in the description. First, let's break down the Rosetta Stone curriculum and what their dynamic immersion approach looks like day to day. Overall, there are 20 language learning units, each with 4 lessons that take about half an hour to complete. These lessons are made up of simple picture-based exercises where you listen to or read a word and match that to an image. After the core lesson, you apply what you learned through writing, vocab, listening, and speaking drills, with a milestone exercise at the end of the unit you're working on. They also offer phrase books, short but engaging video lessons, stories, and a few others. All of this costs around $14 to $15 per month, or $400 if you go for the lifetime subscription. However, you'll usually find their subscription options on a nice discount and their lifetime package, making them very competitive with the other big language learning apps like Babbel. Be sure to check out the description below for those discounts I'm talking about. You shouldn't have to pay full price for any option you choose with Rosetta Stone. You might have guessed, based on what I said earlier about their lesson format, that I think Rosetta Stone is an ideal program for visual learners. Their lessons utilize pictures as the foundation of pretty much every practice drill within the course. The only other program that might rival Rosetta Stone is probably LingoPie for visual learners, because it exclusively uses video instruction. Rosetta Stone also has a focus on immersive learning, which can be challenging at first, but in the long run significantly accelerates the language acquisition process. Constant exposure to Italian words and phrases leads to a rapid and more effective expansion of vocabulary compared to studying in a non-immersive environment. Fluency ultimately involves thinking and expressing oneself directly in the target language, rather than trying to mentally translate between languages. So I have to say I'm a big fan of Rosetta Stone's immersive learning framework. I also want to highlight Rosetta Stone's true accent speech technology. Throughout the Rosetta Stone lessons, you'll engage in various drills where you listen and then repeat Italian words and phrases, allowing the speech tool to assess and grade your pronunciation. This is important because not only does accurate pronunciation help facilitate your understanding of native Italian speakers, but enhances your confidence in using the language in social and professional settings. Almost every language learning company uses some sort of speech recognition tool, but Rosetta Stone's is easily among the best I've tested to date. Not every program is perfect though, so it's only fair I share some drawbacks. While I appreciate the quality of the company's true accent speech software, the lessons are basic in nature and don't seem to progress beyond a beginner level. Since it's a lot of repetitive drills without context, learners will struggle to understand how words and phrases are used in different situations. I just wish that Rosetta Stone speaking drills were more comprehensive like the simulated conversations offered in the Rocket Italian program. The last negative I want to highlight has to do with grammar. Unlike other language learning companies, Rosetta Stone does not provide any direct grammar instruction. Instead, they encourage learners to intuitively pick up on grammar through exposure and practice. Proponents of natural grammar acquisition, like Rosetta Stone, argue that focusing on memorizing rules can hinder that intuitive feeling and understanding you develop for the language. If you prefer direct and easily digestible grammar instruction, a program like Rocket Italian might be more suitable. However, if you prefer to learn grammar naturally and intuitively, Rosetta Stone could be an excellent choice for you. Before I give you my final verdict, I'd like to mention that here at Guide to Fluency, we want to help 1 million people learn a second language. As part of that mission, we're giving you a chance to win a free language learning subscription by entering our giveaway. It's super simple to enter, everyone's eligible. I'll put all the details in the description below. Alright, so is Rosetta Stone a good option for learning Italian? Well, the answer greatly depends on your objectives and preferred learning approach. If you're more of an auditory learner or you get frustrated easily and prefer learning with readily accessible English translations, then Rosetta Stone Italian may not be a fit since the program is primarily designed around immersive learning and using image-based exercises. Instead, the program particularly benefits active visual learners. For me personally, this approach was highly effective. I appreciated the interactive drills, the immersive environment, and their extra resources. So I guess that final answer is that while Rosetta Stone may not suit everyone, I believe it can be very effective for most individuals aiming to achieve an intermediate level of Italian fluency. That's all I have for you now. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe for more language learning content. Until next time, ciao!